you lot. You just caught me about to watch this week's episode of The Social Show. This week, Lucy goes out and talks to Daniel Dougherty about Tool of the Week. There's a bit of camera wobble, and we think it might have something to do with the copious amounts of gin and tonics that she's actually drunk during the night out. Stuart's back out with Jungle Creations. He's talking to Marcus Wilson. He's responsible for all of the Instagram accounts and the social strategy over there. And Cheryl Douglas plays What the F Is That? So kick back and enjoy the show. And remember, if you want to take part in The Social Show, get in touch with us at the website.
So, hi, I'm joined here this week with Daniel Dougherty, and he's going to give you his favourite social media tool for Tool of the Week.
My favourite one around...
Wait, hold on. What do you do, Dan?
So, my name's Daniel Dougherty. I'm an online community builder. I'm the Community Circles lead for London Lead, so I'm bringing together Facebook community leaders in person every month, and that's why Lucy's here.
So what's your favourite social media tool and why?
My favourite one around video is called Wistia, wistia.com. You can upload your videos and then embed it wherever you want. It gives you amazing analytics of people who have watched the videos, how far in they've watched, if they come back and look at the video again. It's really good for lead generation. You can even put a give me your email to watch the end of the video. It's awesome. I'm still getting the analytics from videos I posted online 3 years ago. Does actually lead to leads that turn into business. So if you use video, please use Wistia, get the best analytics I've ever found and a great way to generate leads for your business.
Right, so still at Jungle Creations, and we're joined with Marcus Wilson now. So Marcus, can you tell us a little bit about your role here?
Of course, yeah. So I was head of Instagram for about 8 months or so. So I came in to really kind of move Jungle onto Instagram and set up all our communities there as well, so we're multi-platform. And it's gone really well. We've had a lot of successes, and it's really interesting seeing how kind of the content works differently on Instagram to Facebook. And it's really important that we kind of get out into a new platform and discover what we can use that for within the business. So then now I've moved on to content strategy, so I'm looking at the business as a whole and how we can grow these communities in different ways from there.
So what got you started in social media marketing?
So it's a funny story actually. So I moved to Australia a few years ago. I was there for the best part of 2 years. And I was actually running an ice cream business out there.
And you actually do?
Yeah, class out. I mean, what else can you do in Australia? So, and it was really, really fun, really enjoyed it. And I got to kind of experience different parts of the business. So I was running, hiring and then in-store. Social media was one of those parts. And it's kind of the one which just kind of resonated the most with me. It was really interesting for me to see the kind of real life impact. So when people came in store and said, we found out about you from Facebook or Instagram and things, and we love your product, we really want to try it, that was kind of a big win.
So you've seen some tangible results from what you're
Yeah, which is always been the thing with social media is how can you kind of get tangible results and take the experience offline, and that was a really interesting thing for me, and it just kind of showed me kind of the power of social media and how it can impact people in like a real life sense, which is amazing. It's really interesting.
So while I was doing a bit of research on you, I came across a video for Bev Buckle. And while you're not
yes.
running Instagram channels, you are the official face of Bev Buckle. So just tell us, I'm going to play a clip of that, hopefully. But
please do.
How did that come about?
Yes, so that's a part-time gig, part-time Bev Buckle, part-time social media, but it was just around the office one day. I was quite new in the company and someone said, can you just borrow 5 minutes to film this? And then, yeah, just absolutely kind of went nuts. The reach on that was incredible. But it's amazing to see how something so kind of in the moment and low budget can have such an enormous reach. And I think my face ended up on American news and things. And I had so many friends messaging me like, "What are you doing? Like, what's your new job?" It was amazing.
So just a typical day at Jungle Creations.
Classic,
Yeah.
just a classic day.
It looked like great fun to be involved with.
Sure, absolutely.
So when you're not being the brand ambassador for Bed Buckle, you are running the Instagram accounts.
Yes.
So what do you think makes a good post for Instagram?
So Instagram is quite a unique platform in that, much more so than the other social medias in my view, it's very much about personal engagement. So obviously content will come first, and we have an amazing in-house production team here who are making incredible content daily, so that's awesome. And then on top of that, it's kind of giving the audience the opportunity to engage. I think that's a really important thing. So whether that be, allowing them to name our recipes or allowing them to, send us videos we featured, I think Instagram's built for people to engage, and just finding ways to give them the opportunity to do that is a really important thing. So, just encouraging them to offer their opinions. They want to anyway, and just giving them the right kind of opportunity to do so.
So I think I read rightly that when you came in, you launched a few of the pages.
That's right.
So how did you get those off the ground? Because that's a lot of people faced with this, and you've had some fantastic success with the numbers and the engagement. But so where did you start with these?
Sure. So it's a really interesting one on Instagram because there's no share function, which Facebook, it's a really big part of. Then it is a bit harder to get them off the ground. A big thing for that is kind of features, so reaching out, collaborating with other pages, they feature your content, and then you can reach a much wider audience off that, which is a really important thing. And then, as I said, a big thing was kind of taking the content offline, so encouraging people to, if it's a crafty page, go and make the crafts and then send it in to us, then we feature that.
So you get some user-generated content back.
Yeah, and that's, it's content which they love seeing, because you can feature on like a big page and things. And it encourages a bit more of a kind of unique relationship with the page. Like, you want to make these recipes, you want to make these crafts. So encouraging them to take our content and use it in their real life instead of just viewing, like really consume the content, was a really important thing. I think that's why people keep coming back to these pages, is because they know that they can use it not just as like a viewing platform, but actually use it offline and make something out of it, which I think is a really important thing for growth. So
it comes across that how passionate you are about these communities and these pages. So which one is your favourite?
So our Kidspiration channel is I'm a big fan. So that's one of our craft pages.
Okay.
And I just love the whole setup. It was kind of born for Instagram. The aesthetic is incredible. Like, the colours are amazing. It's interesting stuff. Like, I made a few myself as presents for like friends and family, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" I was like, "Yeah, cheers, Kidspiration." So that's one of my favourite pages, just because several videos with no like extra input have gone seriously viral, getting millions of views and things. And talking about saving content to make offline, some of them have been saved hundreds of thousands of times, which is really interesting to see people want to actually use it somewhere else instead of just viewing it and then disregarding it. If they want to view it multiple times, that's the biggest win for us, I think.
And just, going back into the day job, what are the go-to tools that you use? What are the top tools that you couldn't live without? Sure.
So the big one is Hootsuite. So anyone who's running multiple pages and sometimes could be 40-ish posts a day and things, you need a scheduling tool. And I find Hootsuite's a really useful one. You can see a whole day in front of you. You can make last-minute changes if you need to, and it's really useful. It's kind of valuable for the way you can kind of see your day panning out in front of you. And also has amazing analytics, which is really cool. Apart from that, then Tubular I use daily just to see kind of an overall view of all our pages, and that really helps with a kind of broader analytic sense to kind of inform strategy choices. You can see, this month has worked a lot better than 2 months ago. What's caused that? What have we focused on? And then how can we kind of implement that again? And then apart from that, CrowdTangle's a really useful tool. It can show what's overperforming, not just on your pages, but competitors as well. So if there's suddenly a spike in a certain theme across your competitors, how can we kind of jump on that, or if a certain type of kind of content is doing really well on our page and overperforming keys, how can we, make the most out of that, and what do our audience want to see? It's a really useful kind of tool for showing us what our audience wants.
Yeah, which is important.
Massively, yeah.
So, I mean, our audience are marketeers, and as marketeers, we know everything. It's just our given right. But as a specialist, what are the 3 tips that you can give to people to really up their Instagram game?
Sure. So my biggest bit of advice for the coming year is stories. Jump on stories. Stories it's skyrocketing. It's really growing. Instagram itself putting so much time and development into it. I think it just hit 400 million users, which is 40% of Instagram as a whole. I think it's a really good time to start viewing stories and Instagram as kind of 2 separate platforms. Yeah. Because in itself they are kind of different content. So jumping on stories and having a strong kind of strategy on stories. It can still be very in the moment, but really think about what you're putting out there. How does it differ from your newsfeed, and how you can use that in different ways in your newsfeed. So stories is the big one for me. Yeah. Apart from that, I know everyone talks about community management a lot, but I think everyone could step that up a little bit, because it's just so important for building kind of engaged communities, which you can have heaps of followers and get loads of views and things, but if you actually want to kind of connect with them on a more personal level, which is what Instagram's all about, then really engaging with them, really kind of getting in the comments, chatting to them, replying to all your messages, it's absolutely invaluable. And taking 5 minutes out of the day to reply to 10 comments, people see those comments, and if it's on brand, with the right voice, it's quite fun. People will come back just to kind of view the comments and talk to you, and it makes everyone's day when a big account like replies, and it's conversational and it gives you a bit more personality. So community management is a huge thing. Yeah. And apart from that, as I mentioned before, like collaboration and featuring, it's Instagram are pushing so with IGTV and things, they're pushing so much, having a voice and collaborating together and making quality content as a community. Instagram wants to be a community in itself. So reaching out to like-minded enthusiasts and creators and things, you get to work with amazing people, you get to reach a whole new audience that you might not have reached otherwise, and it's a lot of fun in the meantime. So building relationships with other creators and making videos together is, I think, going to be a big thing, which Instagram really going to push this year.
Brilliant. And one of the things that on the comments, do you just kind of discount the engage regardless of whether you think it's a bot or not, just treat everything as if it was a real person?
Sure. So bots are an interesting one. I know they've really tried to get on top of that and kind of collar the bot activities. It was a big issue for Instagram. Normally you can tell what's a bot or not. And you really
nice photo.
Yeah, literally when it's it's like, oh, amazing stuff, thumbs up. So you can spot it very easily. And I think you really want to engage with the kind of real people. So they're the people who are going to come back, engage again, like consume content. So, I mean, you can reply to bots because it's extra engagement and things, but you really want to focus on people who are actually offering an opinion. And there's nothing better than going to the comments and seeing really long comments, really invested in what's going on, asking you questions about how you did it, asking questions about what they want to see next and things like that. It's really, really interesting to kind of see, if you have 1 million followers or something, that's a huge amount of people, but seeing them as, individuals and really investing in your page. If you invest in them back, then you'll see a huge amount of reward off of that, I think.
Brilliant. Well, thanks so much, Marcus, for taking time out to talk to us. And you should really go and check out Marcus's Instagram pages, because he's done some great work growing those, and there's some really interesting ideas and concepts there. Brilliant. Thank you. So I basically am going to describe a series of brands, products, or actually some of them just random things. Okay. And you just got to guess as many as you can. If you get stuck or flustered, just pass it. Everybody that's done the interview has done this, and we're starting to pull together a leaderboard.
Oh, is this going to be like a Top Gear one?
It is, yeah.
Great.
probably slightly cooler, I would imagine. So are you ready?
Yeah, go. Fine.
Okay. Right. So you find this in a Greggs or a cake shop. It's a
Pastry.
It's a treat.
Cake.
Biscuit shaped
Donut.
like a person.
Gingerbread man.
Got it. So these are mints. They're very small.
Polos.
You shape them in
Smiths.
packets.
Tic Tacs.
Got it. This is a brand of tinned goods. This is one of their probably their first products in the 52 varieties, I believe.
Soup. Heinz soup. Tomato.
It's a Heinz soup. You can have that.
Okay.
This is a French breakfast.
Croissant.
This is a supermarket chain. I think horse meat. They're one of the biggest. They had some finance.
Tesco's.
Yeah. This is a deodorant, and if you put it on and you're a male, you'll attract women.
Lynx. Glad that I know that one.
This is something you eat with. It's not a knife.
Fork.
This is cheese with holes in it. It's a country.
Edam. No, that's not country.
They weren't part of the war. They're very neutral. A bit of a tax haven.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are a chocolate sweet. They have coloured shells.
Smarties.
Not Smarties. American.
M&M's.
Yeah. This is a packaging thing, and you pop them.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah.
I love the action.
Yeah. These are crisps. They're cheesy.
Walkers. McCoy's. Cheese
They're
and onion.
like corn puff type crisps.
What suits?
That's it. This is a game. You move around the board with a creature, and the creature gets trapped. It's not a rat.
A mouse? Mouse trap.
Yeah. This is in the nursery rhyme. It had a hole in it.
A nursery rhyme had a hole in it.
A nursery rhyme, and this particular thing had a hole in it. They went up a hill.
In my shoe.
Jack and Jill.
Jill up the hill, had a pail of water.
Yeah, it's probably less pale, more of a
Bucket.
yeah. This is a luxury car.
BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar.
Oh, we're out of time, Cheryl.
Oh no! It's normally they let you have the last one. Okay.
Let's see how you did.
Oh, I might be invited back to the pub quiz.
6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. You are not bottom of the leaderboard. In fact, I think you are currently joint top.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
I wouldn't be able to hold my head up high in Cision if
I think you're allowed to walk back out now in the Cision offices
Exactly.
knowing that you are joint top of our leaderboard.
Yeah, but how many are there? There's just 2 of us at the moment.
You'll see in the next episode.
Right, okay.
Well, that's all for this week. I've been Tiny, and you've been great. See you next week.